Hey guys, it's Stephen and Phil here, back on FOOTY.COM, and it's that time of year again. FIFA 20 is here, which means one thing. Ultimate Team is also here, which means one thing. You've got to choose a kit for your side, and who better to ask than Phil Phelps and his colleague Ben as well, who basically in the office have been debating about the best kits of FIFA. So we've come up with a very handy list of the top 10 today. We're going to run through the top 10 most creative, most interesting kits that you could assign to your team. And we're going to start, Phil, with Inter Milan's away kit. That had to be there, really, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, no surprise, I'm sure, especially if you're a subscriber, because you'll know how much we love Inter Milan's kits.
Beautiful kit.
Yeah, to be honest, any of the home away or third could be on a good choice for the away. I think that colour is definitely kind of one of the defining colours this year. It's
Mint's
really
in, isn't
good.
it?
Mint is so in.
So in right now.
So in, and it probably is the best Mint kit. Looks good on FIFA. You know, it's actually worth saying that some kits look good in real life and sometimes don't translate quite well in the game, but actually it looks just as good in FIFA.
It's going to look absolutely gorgeous. It's iconic. It's going to be iconic. People are going to talk about that kit for a very long time. It's fresh. The Pirelli looks really good.
And incidentally, I think it's sold out at the moment. So even if you can't buy it in real life,
you can get it on FIFA.
So.
That is, though, only number 10 on the list. Number 9, we've got Boggers third kit, which is crazy. Now, this isn't a nice kit. It's an interesting kit. Let's get that one out of the way. It's a Roman warrior-inspired third kit. Phil, you must have seen about this going online. What is going on?
Oh, yeah. This is, I mean, it's definitely in the category of crazy. And it is very much, I mean, it reminded me at release of sort of Gladiator inspired. Obviously, they've said it's, or according to Ben, it's Roman inspired. But either way, absolutely mental. Yeah, it looks. I mean, the one thing about this kit actually, it's so crazy that I think it actually, it does stand out. So
I can't wait to see a bunch of chiseled centurions absolutely batter me online. It's going to happen. I'm going to feel like an idiot. And you could be that person. You could be actually that person, humiliating myself. In at number 8, it's Aberdeen's away kit. I never thought I'd see the name Aberdeen on a kit list ranking. I never mind FIFA 20, but they're there with it's gold as well. Lovely shade.
Yep. Yeah, possibly a surprise. I think certainly this is definitely that kind of classy.
This is Ben's edition.
Ben,
this one.
And yeah, to be fair, I can see what he's thinking in terms of if you're a fan of understated kits.
Yeah.
Obviously, as you say, the gold is a nice shade of gold, and yeah, definitely looks good on the.
Also, it's Aberdeen, so most people aren't going to choose this, and most people probably won't even realise who you're actually playing as, which is always a nice kind of bonus there, isn't it? So you're going to have a relatively under the radar kit. Gold always looks great. So what's not to like about that? Parma are always good for a kit. Last season their kits were absolutely crazy. This season is no exception. Their third kit is in at number 7, Phil.
Yeah, I think Parma, I would say as a whole, I didn't love this year's as much as last year's, but that probably says more about how good last year was. This is still a lot of fun. And
still excellent, I think.
Still excellent. This third kit is probably the most interesting with the Phoenix. It does look good, and I think black kits are always a good bet, aren't they?
I love that
in real life, as in FIFA. Yeah. It's
going to look really good on the pitch. It's going to really pop with all the colours and stuff like that. The graphic we got on screen isn't quite as bright, but when it's out on the pitch, it'll look really good. And as Ben said in the blog, which you find on FOOTY.COM, it wouldn't look out of place in Need for Speed Underground 2, and it actually genuinely wouldn't. Great game, great series. Good. In at number 6, Club America, and always got good kits, always got interesting ones. Their home kit, it needs no introduction, Phil.
Absolutely, and Club America actually, when I have played Ultimate Team, they're usually one of my first choices. I think they're always, at least in the last few years.
Nice.
Yeah, they're always they're really, I mean, one, they're unique designs, but I think just the way they, in recent years, have used those triangles, it's a lot of fun, instantly recognisable. Looks really good in the game.
This is one for the creative people, I reckon. If you want to have a kit that stands out, look at those socks as well. The way that it just looks amazing. The little kind of diagonal socks. Yeah. I would 100%. This personally probably would have been my favourite. A lot of people will go for Forest Green in at number 5. Their home kit you've got shades of another team that'll be on the list later on. It just reminds me a lot of that list that we won't say them, but you'll know who. You probably know who you are if you're a kit fan. What do you make of the Forest Green one, Phil?
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This kit did get a lot of buzz, understandably, on social, and it's this kind of green zebra pattern, which is really well executed, actually.
I really laughed at Ben's copy on this blog. The fact that it's made 50% bamboo will have absolutely no bearing on the game, which is true. So, I mean, you can if you're like an eco warrior in general, or you're very good at if you which we all should be, if you're an environmentalist. This is the kit for you, because it's even though it's not the real version, is environmentally friendly. So if you want to still make a statement, choose this one in game, basically, which is it's a niche, but
and incidentally, this is one of the most niche manufacturers out there. This is, I believe they're called Player Layer.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, they took over. I mean, this is getting a bit nerdy now. Hummel initially, I think it was last year, sponsored Forest Green, but then they basically couldn't produce the kit. So since Player Layer have taken over, they've actually done really well.
Good old Player Layer with a 50% bamboo.
50% bamboo. Love it.
What a way to make a kit. In at number 4 is Puma Sunam, who always want again. They have that iconic kind of just the big Puma on the front.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like anyone could recognize a Puma shirt because they're just constantly classy, and this one's no exception, is it?
Absolutely. Like Club America before them, another classic team, as you say. Pretty much any year on FIFA, you're going to see a lot of Puma's kits. And yeah, I mean, this year actually, it's hard to they look good every year. But I do think this is a strong effort. I
always like that their kits don't look like football kits. You know what I mean? They always look like I don't know, they should be on the side of like NASCAR racing or something like that. Or they always just look like they're not from a different sport. And I actually like that about them. They're just fun. They're very, very different. In at number 3, we've got a team that I ain't even heard of until like literally about half an hour ago. They're a new team over in Australia, Western United, and they've gone for a very, very bold away kit.
Yeah, really, really good. I think this
dazzling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of like reminded me a lot of Napoli's kits last year, which had a similar kind of geometric thing going on. But this one is really nice. I think the way that the various crests and the logos fit in at the top, that's really, really well done.
So cool, isn't it? Even with the sponsoring as well.
Exactly, really smart. It's a unique design. It's definitely one of the more memorable kits this year. And yeah, I think this one, despite its craziness, it's actually quite classy as well. Just with the colours, it's that example of
reminds me of that
good
Batiste
design
from a while back.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm on about from last season. What's the deal with Western United? Like, are they just a new team that's just joined?
Yeah, I believe this is their first year in the A League. I don't know if they were a team before, but I think they've just formed this year. And yeah, talk about good first kits. To sort of have your inaugural kits. Very, very
part of they're based in Western Melbourne, basically, in the part of the expansion. So that's very interesting. I love it when a team just appears. It's random, isn't it? Because
you see it in America, don't you? Sometimes
you don't really see it here very often, do you, in England? Because obviously I support Man City, for Liverpool. Both teams have existed for literally a century. And then all of a sudden a team just appears. It's crazy. In at number 2, and they're going to be there somewhere. It could have been any of their kits, really. We're being honest. We've gone for Rome's away kit, which I 100% would have chosen on this list as well, personally, just because look at that lightning bolt. I just think of always of David Bowie and the classic album cover. It's just a fantastic kit, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing. I actually think on that screenshot anyway, it almost looks even better. I don't know what it is. I guess it's that marriage of a design which feels like it's sort of made for a game. It does,
so fun. We said that, didn't we? We did,
exactly. And we obviously, we scored it highly at the time. If anything, it has grown. I mean, it really has. Roma.
It's just fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
the kit should be fun.
They've been blessed with good kits. Yeah, and this is definitely, like you say, the kind of Bowie influence is a lot of fun. It just looks. I think there's something about that design which should mean it's one of the most memorable this year.
Who doesn't want a kit inspired by a Roman god? But that isn't the number 1 on our list. Number 1, and they're pretty much always there, is Kaiser Chiefs, and something about I predict some riot pun. Go on, Phil. Give us something. I'm sorry.
Oh no, my knowledge isn't as big on Kaiser Chiefs songs. Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
I was just going to do some terrible pun about the band, but anyway, they're not even relevant anymore, showing my age. But in general, Kaiser Chiefs, they feel like the kit's the same every year, but it isn't. But it's just they're so crazy, their kits, that they feel memorable. And this one obviously is a standout in any FIFA game, isn't it?
Yep, this one is probably one of the more it's kind of got this hypnotic kind of psychedelic thing. It does feel mesmeric,
doesn't it? I feel like I'm getting lost in it.
No, I think that's by design. The way that the stripes kind of rotate, if you like, around the crest. I do think the sponsor takes away a little bit, but that's not to say that it's a bad shirt. We're obviously not reviewing the kit here. In terms of a crazy kit, I think it's a bit like the a lot of the kits on this list. It's sort of crazy, but actually does look quite good. The colours are obviously very memorable. A really good crest design. It's again, like you say, they're
that was the Forest Green reference that I was on about, of course, and already cottoned on. But that is our list of the 10 best FIFA 20 Ultimate Team kits. Let us know if you missed out any. You give us your list basically in the comments below, as ever, and we'll do loads of videos about the FIFA stuff and kits coming up very, very soon. Don't forget, if you are a fan of kit culture and all that kind of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's no other channel on YouTube that reviews kits as much as we do. That's genuinely a fact. We've done about 80 over the past couple of months. We're absolutely exhausted by kits, but we love talking about them, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. For now, though, let us know your favourite FIFA 20 Ultimate Team kit. I've been Stephen, this is Phil, and we'll see you very, very soon.